9:15 on the morning of Thursday. On his own in the middle of Edgbaston, Glenn McGrath is writhing on the ground.
Imagine a battle that transcends mere sport, where every ball, every run, and every catch isn't just a play, but a stroke in the painting of history. This is not just cricket. This is the 2005 Ashes series, where heroes were forged, legends were born, and the course of cricket history was altered forever. Today we dive into the heart of this epic saga, the second test, where England and Australia clashed in a match so intense, it left fans breathless and craving for more. Buckle up as we relive the moments that turned players into legends and a match into a masterpiece. Before the match, the Australian team engaged in psychological tactics by making several claims to the media. They argued that the condition of the pitch was in their favor, criticized England for allegedly focusing too much on discussions rather than the game, and accused England's top-order batsmen of poor decision-making. England, however, remained relatively silent until just before the game, when predictions emerged suggesting that the outcome at Edgbaston would largely depend on the toss. It was believed that the team winning the toss and choosing to bowl first would likely secure victory, as history showed, with 12 out of the last 13 tests at Edgbaston since 1991 favoring the team that bowled first. England ultimately gained the psychological upper hand when Australian captain Ricky Ponting won the toss and elected to have England bat first. This decision was seen as a mistake by BBC's Jonathan Agnew, who noted that Ponting's strategy seemed to fail once England began their innings, indicating that England had effectively countered Australia's psychological tactics.
By lunch, Ricky Ponting...
In a gripping phase of the match, England faced a brief hiccup as Ian Bell and Michael Vaughan departed quickly. But this hardly slowed their scoring pace. The morning session saw England piling up 132 runs, and they added a thrilling 157 runs in the afternoon. Amidst this, Kevin Pietersen, in just his second test, shone brightly with 10 fours and a 6, partnering with Andrew Flintoff for a dynamic 103-run standoff, 105 balls. Flintoff's swift 68 off 62 balls, including punishing Brett Lee for 26 runs in just 18 deliveries, underscored England's aggressive batting strategy and their relentless pursuit of a commanding total. In a challenging day for Brett Lee, he delivered 17 overs, surrendering 111 runs, but managed to claim the valuable wicket of Kevin Pietersen, who was caught by Simon Caddick after scoring a brisk 71 off 76 balls. At that point, England's score stood at 342 for 7, with the day still offering 24 overs to be played. However, England's tail wagged defiantly. Steve Harmison briefly entertained with 2 fours and a 6, contributing a rapid 17 runs in just 15 minutes. Simon Jones, alongside Matthew Hoggard, forged a stubborn last-wicket stand of 32 runs, with Jones remaining unbeaten on 19. Shane Warne, Australia's legendary spinner, eventually dismissed Hoggard, finishing the innings with figures of 4 wickets for 116 runs. Nonetheless, England had already surpassed the 400-run mark, concluding their innings with a total of 407 in just under 80 overs. As Australia's openers geared up to respond, the English weather played its part. Rain began to descend upon Edgbaston, causing a pause in play and adding another twist to an already dramatic test match. England's innings, while impressive, hinted at the potential for an even greater total had the top order maximized their opportunities, considering the brisk scoring rate. Nonetheless, England's bowlers wasted no time in asserting their dominance. Steve Harmison delivered a statement with a maiden over against Justin Langer, setting the tone. Matthew Hayden, facing Matthew Hoggard, was caught at short mid-off for a golden duck, marking a rare first in his illustrious Test career. Ricky Ponting and Justin Langer responded with vigor, matching England's scoring pace until 2 crucial dismissals occurred before lunch. Ponting, having crafted a swift 61, fell to a sweep-off Ashley Giles, caught by England's captain Michael Vaughan. Damien Martin, attempting a risky single, found himself run out by Vaughan for 20. Despite these setbacks, Langer, joined by Michael Clark, resumed the charge after lunch, swiftly accumulating 76 runs in just 90 minutes. However, Australia's momentum faced a check as they lost a couple more wickets, sliding to 208 for 5 and leaving them with a significant challenge to achieve parity with England's total. The session leading to tea saw a resilient partnership between Langer and Adam Gilchrist, navigating through without further losses and setting the stage for what promised to be a gripping continuation of the match. After tea, the Australian duo of Langer and Gilchrist looked determined to narrow England's lead, managing to bat unbeaten for 8 overs. However, England's bowling attack, showcasing their skill and strategy, soon made a decisive impact. Simon Jones, wielding the ball with precision, achieved significant reverse swing in both directions. He masterfully executed a Yorker that ended Langer's innings at 82, marking the highest score for Australia in this innings. The tail end of Australia's batting lineup, now including Michael Kasprowicz, who boasted a batting average notably higher than that of Glenn McGrath, struggled against England's relentless bowling. All 4 of the last batsmen were dismissed for single-digit scores. Andrew Flintoff delivered a dramatic finish, claiming the final 2 wickets LBW with consecutive balls. The dismissal of Jason Gillespie stirred controversy, with debates over the legitimacy of the LBW call. Amidst this bowling dominance, Ashley Giles emerged with remarkable figures of 3 for 78, capturing the wickets of key players Ponting, Clark, and Warne. This performance stood out as his best in the series. England, seizing a 99-run lead, didn't rest on their laurels but instead continued to widen the gap between them and Australia before the close of play. Marcus Trescothick and Andrew Strauss came out with intent, swiftly striking 5 boundaries in just 6 overs and pushing the second innings tally to 25 without loss. Sensing the need for a change, Australian captain Ricky Ponting introduced Shane Warne into the attack much earlier than usual. Warne, ever the game-changer, made an immediate impact with just his second delivery of the innings. Crafting a masterful leg break that veered sharply into the stumps of the left-handed Strauss, Warne shattered the stumps, dismissing Strauss for a mere 6 runs. In the tense moments that followed, night watchman Matthew Hoggard faced down 4 challenging deliveries to secure his wicket until the day's end. As stumps were drawn, England had solidified their position significantly, boasting a lead of 124 runs with 9 wickets still in hand, setting the stage for an intriguing continuation of this fiercely contested match. The third day of the match turned into a dramatic showcase of cricket, witnessing a staggering total of 17 wickets tumble, a testament to the intense battle between bat and ball. Shane Warne and Andrew Flintoff emerged as the standout performers for Australia and England, respectively, underscoring their pivotal roles in their teams. The day kicked off with Brett Lee unleashing havoc in a brief but devastating spell, claiming 3 crucial wickets in just 12 minutes. Marcus Trescothick, attempting an aggressive stroke, ended up edging a wide delivery to the wicketkeeper, marking the beginning of England's troubles. Michael Vaughan, the English captain, continued his disappointing run of form in the series by failing to adequately protect his stumps against a straight delivery from Lee. Matthew Hoggard, too, found himself back in the pavilion shortly after, nicking a ball to Matthew Hayden waiting in the slips, managing only 1 run. This quick succession of dismissals set the tone for the day, indicating that both teams were in for a challenging and eventful session of play. In a moment of high tension and dramatic turnarounds, England found themselves in a precarious position, having lost 4 wickets for a mere 6 runs, leaving them staggering at 31 for 4. The stage was set for Ian Bell and Kevin Pietersen, who were now tasked with steadying the ship amidst the storm. Pietersen's innings began with a heart-stopping moment as he appeared to edge the very first ball he faced, yet he survived the scare. Demonstrating resilience and skill, Pietersen managed to carve out 20 runs before facing a dismissal under circumstances reminiscent of his first ball escape, this time falling to the guile of Shane Warne. Despite this, the partnership between Pietersen and Bell was fruitful, adding 41 runs to the total and extending England's lead beyond the 150 mark. Bell, showing determination and patience, batted beyond the hour, edging closer to a personal milestone. He was just 29 runs shy of his half-century when he succumbed, providing a faint edge to wicketkeeper Adam Gilchrist. This wicket marked another twist in a day already full of drama and shifting fortunes, highlighting the relentless pressure and the fine margins that define Test cricket at its most thrilling. As the match progressed, England's hopes rested on their last recognized batting partnership, Andrew Flintoff and wicketkeeper Geraint Jones. They managed to navigate England to lunch without further damage, but not without concern. Flintoff, a key figure in England's lineup, was visibly troubled by an injury to his left shoulder, casting a shadow over his ability to contribute effectively. The post-lunch session brought little respite for England. Jones was dismissed shortly after play resumed, putting England in a more precarious situation. Ashley Giles showed some resilience, holding the fort for 45 minutes in a valiant effort to steady the innings. However, his resistance ended when he was caught by Matthew Hayden, signaling a near end to England's batting efforts. Steve Harmison, known more for his bowling than his batting, faced a solitary delivery before the end of the innings loomed, with England teetering at 131 for 9. This moment underscored the vulnerability of England's lower order and highlighted the challenges they faced in building a defendable lead against a determined Australian side. Despite the precarious situation, Simon Jones and Andrew Flintoff breathed life into England's innings. Jones showed grit, contributing 12 runs during his 42 minutes at the crease, a small but crucial effort in the context of the game. Flintoff, on the other hand, displayed his characteristic aggression and resilience, especially against Brett Lee. He launched an assault on the Australian paceman, scoring a rapid 33 runs off just 28 balls faced from Lee. Flintoff's dominance wasn't limited to Lee. He also unleashed on Michael Kasprowicz, extracting 20 runs from just one of his overs, including profits from a couple of no-balls. Such was Flintoff's ferocity that at one stage, Ricky Ponting was forced to place 9 fielders on the boundary in a bid to stem the flow of runs, leaving only the bowler and wicket-keeper within the inner circle. Yet Flintoff's power was overwhelming, as he cleared the boundary with ease, sending 1-6 soaring over the heads of the fielders and another landing atop the stands. Flintoff's remarkable innings concluded at 73 runs, making him the standout batsman for England, as he was the only player to score over 25 in the innings. His dismissal came at the hands of Shane Warne, who showcased his legendary spin bowling to end Flintoff's charge. Warne's efforts were monumental, finishing with impressive figures of 6 wickets for 46 runs from 23.1 overs, bowling tirelessly and unchanged from the 7th over until the conclusion of the innings. This spell not only highlighted Warne's enduring skill and impact, but also marked a significant turning point in the match. Matthew Hayden and Justin Langer initiated Australia's chase with determination, capitalizing on any lapse in precision from England's bowlers Steve Harmison, Matthew Hoggard, and Ashley Giles. By the 12th over, their solid start had propelled Australia to 47 for no loss, setting a promising foundation towards the target of 282 runs. Then, Andrew Flintoff stepped into the fray, delivering what would be remembered as the defining over of the series. Although Flintoff missed completing a hat trick from his heroics in the previous innings, his impact was immediate and dramatic. With his second ball, a masterful leg cutter, he dismissed Langer. The tension escalated with each delivery. A close loose out turned down, a nick from Ricky Ponting that didn't carry to slip, another old appeal dismissed, and a no ball that extended the over, giving Flintoff one more chance. With the final delivery, another precise leg cutter, Flintoff outsmarted Ponting, catching him behind. This over not only showcased Flintoff's exceptional skill, but also dramatically shifted the momentum of the game. From 47 zeroths, Australia suddenly found themselves at 48 seconds, thanks to Flintoff's brilliance. Including his efforts from the previous innings, Flintoff had claimed 4 wickets in just 9 balls, underlining his crucial role in England's fight back and setting the stage for an intense continuation of the chase. Matthew Hayden, undeterred by the fall of his teammates, continued to push forward, driving Australia's chase with determination. In a particularly eventful over, Australia managed to secure 8 runs off the first 4 deliveries. However, it was Simon Jones who ultimately triumphed over Hayden, marking a significant breakthrough for England. Jones' celebrations following the dismissal, though, attracted scrutiny and led to a reprimand and fine from the International Cricket Council, highlighting the intensity and emotions running high in this closely fought contest. England, seizing the momentum generated by Jones' success, ramped up the pressure on Australia. The English bowlers, relentless in their pursuit, captured 3 more crucial wickets before the day was scheduled to end. Ashley Giles played a pivotal role, dismissing both Simon Katich and Adam Gilchrist, while Andrew Flintoff delivered a decisive in-swinging ball that trapped Jason Gillespie-Lulu. This series of dismissals underscored England's strategic and disciplined bowling effort, significantly tilting the balance of the match in their favor as the end of play approached. As the match edged closer to a thrilling climax, the officials extended play by an extra half hour, sensing the potential for a decisive outcome. During this tense period, Shane Warne and Michael Clarke stood as Australia's bastions against an assertive English attack. Warne, in particular, adopted an aggressive stance, taking the battle directly to Ashley Giles by scoring 12 runs in a single over. This not only showcased Warne's batting prowess but also underscored his determination to shift the momentum in Australia's favor. He remained unbeaten on 20, as he and Clark managed to extend their partnership for 40 critical minutes. However, the day's play was destined to conclude with a moment of brilliance from Steve Harmison. In his third spell of the day, Harmison delivered a masterstroke, a slower ball that completely deceived Clark. The Australian batsman misjudged the delivery, failing to make contact, and was bowled, marking a significant victory for England in the psychological and tactical battle that had unfolded. Mark Nicholas, capturing the moment live, heralded the delivery as one of the great balls. Given the moment, given the batsman, and given the match, that is a staggering gamble that has paid off for Harmison. He bowled it perfectly. With the close of the third day, the stage was set for a nail-biting finish. England, now tantalizingly close to victory, required just 2 more wickets to seal the win. Australia, on the other hand, faced the daunting task of chasing down 107 more runs for victory. The match hung in the balance, promising a day of intense cricket ahead. England stood on the precipice of victory, but Australia wasn't ready to concede, staging a remarkable comeback that nearly turned the tables. The resilience of the Australian team was on full display through 2 crucial partnerships that brought them tantalizingly close to a lead in the series. Initially, Shane Warne and Brett Lee mounted a determined stand, adding 45 runs for the 9th wicket. In a moment of misfortune for Warne, however, he stepped on his own stumps following a delivery from Andrew Flintoff, leading to his dismissal and a hit wicket. Michael Kasprowicz then stepped up, joining Lee in a gritty effort to fend off the aggressive bowling from Flintoff and Steve Harmison. Amidst mounting tension, Simon Jones had a chance to clinch victory for England, but dropped Kasprowicz with just 15 runs needed for an Australian win. Australia inched closer, cautiously opting for singles over risky boundaries, while England's bowlers unleashed a barrage of aggressive short deliveries, aiming for catches or to catch the batsman off guard with a sudden yorker. With victory just 4 runs away, Lee managed to drive Harmison's yorker towards the boundary, securing a single and narrowing the gap to 3 runs, with Kasprowicz facing the bowlers. In a climactic moment, Harmison bowled a short delivery that Kasprowicz attempted to fend off, leading to an athletic catch by wicketkeeper Geraint Jones down the leg side. England's appeal was upheld by umpire Bowden, and Kasprowicz was given out caught. Controversy ensued as replays later suggested that the ball may have made contact with Kasprowicz's glove while it was off the bat handle, casting doubt on the accuracy of the decision. Despite this, the outcome stood, and England secured a narrow victory, leveling the series with 3 matches to go. This dramatic conclusion highlighted the razor-thin margins that can decide the fate of matches in the fiercely competitive realm of Test cricket, setting the stage for an enthralling continuation of the series. England's thrilling 2-run win set a record as the narrowest victory by runs in the history of Ashes cricket, surpassing 2 previous matches that were decided by a mere 3 runs. This match also ranks as the second closest finish in Test cricket history, just behind the West Indies' landmark 1-run victory against Australia in Adelaide in 1993. This record was later equaled by New Zealand's 1-run win against England in Wellington in 2023, underscoring the rarity and excitement of such tightly contested matches in the sport's history.